Uh, it's been good. I've been working on positioning more, which is nice. I unfortunately haven't been able to play the last 2 days or so, but that's whatever.
Yeah, that's all right. So how that went for you so far in your recent games when you've been working
Um,
on the positioning? Hmm.
it's sort of flip-flop, but I've been like I've been noting it down more and sort of less on being like, "Oh yeah, I was just too far," or something like that, and trying to figure out where I should have been instead, which has been really helpful.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
it's been sort of like I don't know. It's been good. Like it's definitely been helpful, but I feel like I still get a little bit tunnel vision sometimes, especially with like when I'm in a like support ult.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you mentioned, sometimes just a little bit of overextending, just maybe not contributing to the right areas on the map. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's what you've been, what you've been saying. Okay, well, any games we could start reviewing then?
Sure.
Anything what stands out?
Yeah, I'll DM you the code because it's probably easier than typing
Yeah,
it out.
of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we just mainly still in this game at least has been overall the problems with the positioning, you think, or is there anything else?
Mm, with this one, it was sort of uh, I think for me positioning, there's some things where it was like I should have maybe again these are just like small like sort of like nitpicky things, but
Hmm.
I should have like instead of like hard focus on doing this one, trying to like heal this one person up, I should have tried to split my focus or whatnot. And I think oh no, sorry, my notes are for a different match, but
Hmm.
let me look real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, so I was too far forward in support ult and should have played in like different positioning for different angles.
Hmm.
And there's a one angle where I was like sort of far from my team, where like they moved one way and I stood where we were before.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So just mostly notes on positioning there, yeah.
That's what I've been mainly focusing on. Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah, that's okay. We can take a look. Probably start with positioning, just going over
Mhm.
mob control stuff,
Sure.
just seeing what we can do there. And yeah, can you see the stream just fine? Is it working for you?
Again, yeah. hmm
Okay, perfect. And what is your name here?
Season.
Season right there. Okay, Luna Snow. And your hero pool. Well, what do you? I think when you mentioned Luna, Cloak, Invisible Woman, yeah, all those three.
Yeah, those are like the three I mainly go for, but I I can sort of like flex to any of the supports
Mhm.
relatively equally. But those are just the ones I have the most fun on.
Makes sense.
So sometimes there might be a game like that'll play like Loki or whatnot, but it
Yeah,
should be mainly those three.
yeah, yeah. Makes sense. I think definitely if you just lean towards two sweet characters, then it's
hmm
usually the best, the most consistent improvement. This way, all right. So a lot of your positioning, and I think it's especially should be emphasized for a strategist role whenever you play the
hmm
support role. A lot of people don't do that, but you have to. You can actually
Yeah.
think about your resources like a potential like enabler for you to take more aggressive positions. That is something
hmm
what we actually talked about. There've been two master classes I've done. I think I uploaded those on YouTube. It's been
Okay.
on my second channel. You can check those out as well. But yeah, you just really a lot of times we need to think about your abilities, just the way for you. So because do you have those? They allow you to take more valuable space on the map. So for example,
hmm
if you look at it right now, what kind of cooldowns can just help you to feel more confident when you take in more aggressive positions? What do you think?
hmm Um, well, the freeze definitely can help if I get like
Yes.
pushed or something.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, I this might be a stretch, but I would argue the shift
Hmm.
could be helpful too, especially if it's like like for instance, what's happening here is I see two of my teammates that are sort of in the same general line. They're both like half HP, so it'll make it so I can go through and heal both of them while we're pushing a more aggressive angle.
Okay.
But it's also like sometimes more helpful when I'm trying to like if I'm getting like pushed by like a flyer or something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And this is what I want you to pay attention to is just finding the comfortable sideline with your
Hmm.
positioning where you are able to divert the attention to you. So if the enemy team is they are actually trying to punish you, then later we can try to use our shift or you can try to use the freeze. So
Hmm.
it's not just sitting there, but it kind of creating more proactive value, generating passive pressure in a
Yeah.
way, if that's possible. And the
Hmm.
question is just what kind of angles we can usually take to do that. Yeah, so resources, like I mentioned, can allow you to take better positions. Okay,
Hmm.
but what positions you could be looking for? Let's say starting with here. Want to approach to the choke? What do you think is
Hmm.
your positioning will be looking like? Where you want to be? You just
Um,
yep.
I sort of like to be either where the Magneto is now, or sort of like depending on where the other team's holding. There's the room on the left side, sort of under the more squid that I like to
Yeah,
hold.
yeah. Okay, okay. So eventually, you're just kind of getting towards this position, and this is where
Hmm.
you're gonna be pushing. So, I see. Okay. Well, what are you gonna do if the enemy team is taking the early fight here?
I could rotate through the left side by the edge of the map through
Yeah,
the corridor there.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it might be even okay to just start with those positions. I think just open up the sideline this way.
Hmm.
So, the general rule for you is usually because Luna Snow, you have it's I think it's around 30 meters range. You can correct me on that, but yeah, it's just kind of your mid range to long range
Hmm.
pressure. You're able to consistently apply the pressure from that distance. So your idea is just to have that sideline, and because you do have that sidelines that
Hmm.
potentially can push the enemy out, I'm putting the pressure consistently, and they are forced to make a move on me. But a lot of people instead they kind of just keep sitting in the back line. But remember, you even have the ability to just run away instantly. Yeah, it's just if
Hmm.
I'm getting pushed, I have those. That's why there's ability for the reason. It's just I have to also if they invest in something can always find a way, and of course freeze and shift allows you to do so.
Hmm.
So potentially what I'd be looking for if you on those characters, doesn't matter Luna Snow or Cloak and Dagger or Invisible Woman, trying to open up the angles is really important. Also, can you remind me you have some experience with Overwatch as well, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot
I would say like
of
200 hours or so.
yeah, a lot of your positioning is gonna be kind of similar to with how you position on Ana. A lot of times, you're not necessarily behind the entire team, but you're trying to just open up the sharper sideline. Just try to create some sort of off angle. So if I have most of my team is over here just to try to find with your positioning the good long range sideline. Well, with the long range, we mean just your effective range, because you're
Hmm.
not like a sniper. Yeah, obviously when you're playing Luna Snow, you kind of relatively well, let's call it medium range. Yeah, long to medium range, and it's one thing. And another is if my team is playing A, where I'm gonna play, so I'm taking and some sort of off angle, and this diverts the enemy attention, so they actually go on you. Okay, so just
Hmm.
one step at a time. The concept is if most of my team is over here, why not to maybe try to position over there, or maybe why not to try to even open up the sideline this way, so there's gonna be some attention on you, and meantime your teammates at A they can push you, but you're still able to support them. Okay, do you see what I
Hmm.
mean here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be two things with your position: long sideline and trying to take that off angle away from your core. Let me see if I have some example of this. I usually share some examples as well. Well, there's not. Actually, I've been watching some of the Lunar Snow. There was something. Okay, maybe something like the front or well, actually a lot of similarities on Cloak and Dagger as well, so we could watch that. I don't think I have the Luna Snow. I think there was just some of the ultimates examples, but yeah,
Yeah, no worries.
we could just look at the cloak and dagger. This is gonna be kind of similar. It's just with the cloak and dagger, your sidelines can be even longer range, but
Mhm,
you can still keep the angles in mind if possible. So let me see. I think someone like Saipe currently actually like, yeah, let me see. So this is also in Visible Woman. Yeah, so I think actually it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can all of those are gonna be similar. So for
mhm,
example, if you're gonna be moving through the choke over here. Okay, a lot of people would just play down main, but there are a lot of possibilities for you to try to open up sharper sideline. So, for example, here, most of my team, if they move through the core, so kind of this A position, maybe I can try to lean towards the B. Yeah, well, the
mhm,
start you still have to make some space and just try to take the position. But eventually, first off, I need to have the sharper sideline, have the long range sideline, and later, once you're gonna be moving in, I'm trying to open up, and I'm not exactly staying with the rest of my core. So see, the rest of my core goes there. I'm taking an
mhm,
off angle while just keeping the long sideline as well. This is what I want to. And as a Lunar Stone, the only difference is your range is going to be shorter. Yeah, you just need to change,
mhm,
consider that because you're not as of a long range like Cloak and Dagger. Well, in this woman, I think you also have the shots are going back. So, well, it's sort of similar, but I think it's still gonna be as a Lunar Snow gonna be short angles. You actually see them taking
mhm,
the similar angles. Okay, and now you just all the time there's opportunity. I'm trying to open up the sideline. You see them a lot. If there's opportunity for them to take better positions, like there, for example, they can just move up on the high ground and still have the off angle option while the rest of their core is down there. So this is the concept. This is something we can use at any point of time if the map allows us to do so. Yeah, is it clear, this explanation?
yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the idea, yeah. All of it depends on situation. But now, when you have this idea in mind, you're also gonna think about your resources, what those allow you to do, and we can clearly see, like right now, just this 20 seconds. You see how you have your free sitting there, or
Mhm,
you also maybe can try to divert more attention and just force the enemy team to do something, use your shift later. See, this is kind of the downtime we got, yeah. 30
yeah,
seconds
yeah.
in, no freeze, no freeze, no freeze. Yeah, this is not
Yeah,
just
I
so.
usually sort of just hold on to it for a while. I have been noticing that.
Yeah, and it's not bad thing. Like a lot of people would say, yeah, well, maybe there's some guys out there. Well, they tell you don't hold the abilities; they just sow them in. But to be honest, it's not as helpful. Just I would say generate a passive value with your position. Make sure the enemy actually goes in you, and later
Mhm,
you can, because you're forcing them to do something. You can start freezing. You can start freezing them.
yeah,
Just notice anybody who's being active. Try to think maybe they got Hela, maybe they got Moon Knight taking angle. Well, Thor is also the one probably will try to dive your backline so you can freeze
yeah.
them really, really good.
Would you
But
say maybe if, like, they're playing, like, hard dive, maybe hold on to it more, but if they're not doing so much dive, you can use it more as, like, a
same
take people
idea.
out of the fight?
I'm thinking about how to force the divers to go on me. But the
Mm,
thing about the divers is that because they are diving so fast, going from point A to point B, you don't want to isolate yourself too much. That's the only
mhm,
thing. You're still gonna take those angles. Those are just gonna be softer in a way.
okay,
It's gonna be closer, so the rest of your team is gonna help you. But you still can do that. Again, it just force those divers to go on you. You can also poke out the divers, by the way, too. That's another thing. So you're just able to stay in the fight. But now, you see that? Okay, my team is opening up here. Okay, where should you
mhm.
move towards right away if you're trying to control the map, like right now? See, this is the
Um,
area. This is the area. Open up with the long sideline and off angle, where you could be right now.
my initial, which I'm more looking at it, I think is probably not a good idea, but was the, sort of like the building to our right, where the, like,
You say
so
so it's so let's call it this. This is location A.
okay, yeah.
This is
So
location
it's like the
B.
doorway to B.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So
There's the,
yeah,
there's
so
that
oh,
entrance, but
like
then it's
here.
also
Hmm.
open up more to them. But
Hmm.
so maybe like after this area, move there, but and go to like A maybe because there's I think there's the the breakable wall to the like
Mhm.
right above A, sort of by
Yep.
bridge.
Yeah, yeah. This is a possibility. Yeah, 100%. Well, the thing about this right now is that you got bigger advantage, so maybe we can sometimes it feels more forgiving. You can definitely play over here, but there's no downside. I can even just try to sit up there, to be honest,
Mhm.
and I can just open up this way, like you said, breakable wall. Great, just go there. It takes 1 second. Two, you're gonna be having great pressure, and this way you support the team. Yeah, first off, finding ways to not just heal, yeah, because a lot of it you see, I think most of the time, if you look at the replay as well, like at the start, you see how your attention, you start healing people, but maybe there's even no need to would be healing them if you would just shot that guy over there or just shot that guy over
Yeah, yeah.
there. You just prioritize thinking what he can do is your pressure first, especially on Luna Snow. You have a lot of damage output, big damage output. So it's kind of there's another thing, yeah, just damage versus healing. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's keep going with angles for now. Make sure we just get as more examples possible. E placement, I think looks okay on the flyer. You can be more dynamic, obviously. When in situation like that job, for example, they take an angle. Well, maybe go deeper. I can place the E, but yeah, it's okay. A good attention, awareness. The enemy been taking the right side, so you can deny it. But now the same thing. Your team is pushing up. Sure. Well, you might also want to push the card, but let's say you're just trying to achieve the bottom up control over here.
Mhm.
Then what's your position? What's where you could move next? Be able to control this entire
Uh,
area.
yeah, yeah. Either on the high ground that's like at the bottom of the screen here, or to the left of that where there's the health pack, maybe.
Yeah, so just literally invest in this. This is the most people overlook that. Like they're all stuck down main. I don't know
Mhm.
all the time, even at the highest rank. But this is the usual, to be honest. The game is new, and that's what
Mhm.
been in Overwatch 2. Well, Overwatch when it got released, they just people play down main, but then later they start taking map control. Start doing that first. You can benefit out of that right away, and there's no downside. You have the lone
Mhm.
sideline. This off angle you're still able to support the rest of your core while shooting all those guys there. Control the space. Yeah, don't
Mhm.
sitting on point can be, I just say, like from mental like rank perspective. Usually you want to try to create more plays where you more in control. Yeah, think about it. Like your teammate, they might push up and do a lot, or they might feed. Okay,
Mhm.
so by sitting on point, a lot of times we kind of just give control to your teammates, and that is not the most ideal way of playing the game. It's just from rank perspective, yeah,
Mhm.
because you rely on them a lot, and but instead, you could be creating your own plays. Yeah, just create the plays where you're in control and make this enemy to go on you. Yeah, I think it's
Mhm.
okay strategy if you're the high rank, and that's where, well, in my experience, where I've been as well. For example, the games like Overwatch, or even this game, to be honest, if you know people you play with and you really high rank, sometimes you might find the times where, well, you realize if they take in space is better for them. Maybe your character is not just as good in terms of taking advantage of the space they take in. So you side better. You just sitting on point compared to everyone else. Yeah, to keep it simple. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can do that, but in those lobbies, I usually do not recommend. A lot of people, yeah, they have that kind of habit, but that's why it might cause you to lose the games. It's also kind of this. Just ranked mentality. You want to make
Mhm.
sure you are setting up your own place first, and that's what you again maybe seen in Overwatch as well. Characters playing characters like Anna, a lot of people would play near the
Mhm.
objective, play really far, but it's not good either. You just need to be more in control of your games. Try to just set up
Mhm.
first. See that entire time. Yeah, we could be sitting up left. Well, you guys still pushing comfortably, so it's fine. But yeah, eventually. Do you remember the point where you struggled? Well, it seems that the next time the enemy Hala is gonna get some kills, yeah. But yeah, do you remember a specific point where you struggled a lot?
Uh, I think the final point.
Final
The
point. Yeah.
Yeah, this bit and then sort of in the middle of
Yeah.
the other half.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sort of fine if there's nobody on point. I think to just push that, but to be honest, I would rather let someone else just tell them, okay, you can play card, try to take the space. I know it's
Hmm.
like might seem not the best sometimes, but yeah, it's just trying to be in control, especially if you got your ultimate. I'm thinking for the next fight,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in case. It's really, really important.
So in this
Well,
case, who should be on point then?
who should be important? Well, this is a good question. I usually say anybody who with the long range capabilities and
Okay.
just with mobility, they can be on point because they can go from point A to point B really fast. Like, for example, you got, I don't know, even Psylocke, Spider-Man. Technically, it's okay for them to push the objective because they can go in the fight really fast. Or you have
Hmm.
Namor. This is the longest range character you got. They have no fall off. They can be seen on point, creating value from there because you have the follow up. There's no need for you to be on card. Yeah,
Hmm.
you just actually rely on the setup more. But remember, there's always going to be the case with the ranked mentality too. Even though you're the best characters to see on point, I would argue in rank you probably don't want to do that. Still,
Hmm.
it's just kind of this rank mentality. I would still
Yeah,
suggest
yeah.
try to be more in control of your game, see what you can do with your own plays. You rather focus on winning the fight first, and later you can push the card. That's how you can think about it. It's not a bad
Hmm.
thing. Like for example, here I'm pushing the card, sure, but the problem is when this starts, you have to be somewhere to help this out. You have to open up the angle and find the
Yeah, yeah.
spot uh, where you apply pressure. So if I'm thinking, I see that, where could you be right now?
Mm, I probably the bottom like left health packish area or the like
Hmm.
top right by the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. Like those are not too bad for sure. Yeah, you have the capabilities to just keep applying pressure. By the way, a lot of people don't use this. I don't know why, but yeah, this is a really good position. A lot of times.
I usually use it for the next choke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'll either
yeah.
be up there or down below.
Yeah, yeah. There's quite a lot of space to work with. You can even try
Hmm.
to sometimes just use this building over here, but yeah, it's just because there's so many open areas. Honestly, the maps are
Hmm.
in Mararawa is a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of times
surprised how many
open.
people don't know about the area in the back right,
Yeah,
right
this
behind the
is
building.
you can just
It's like
try to
no one
flank
knows it's
all
there.
the way. Yeah, there's so much, and this all also over there. Yeah, there's just a lot of space. Not people not utilizing, just pushing the main downside down the road. It's not fast. Yeah. So when this is ready, the idea is want you to be there as well and see you kind of not
Hmm.
using the skating, yeah, to just get from one position to another, so you
Yeah, yeah.
can actually use that to your advantage right now. Just moving, going on the angle. You're not just kind of stationary support. Yeah, you have the mobility to and see, like, this is exactly what I mean. Those guys are pushing, right? But imagine if you are forcing those guys to push you now while sitting in the angle, maybe on the stairs now, or
Hmm.
I also have that position. Well, maybe we just with the back a little. Like right now, I'm here, and they're pushing you. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, because the while you are getting pushed, well, first of all, you're able to get the support from your team while they play main. And another thing,
Hmm.
if you are getting pushed, then the rest of your team can push. But now, because you all sit main, then all of you guys are just getting pushed with one punch here, with one Groot wall, or with just one Thor going forward, constantly dashing in, or just, using ultimate or whatever. They really close to the ultimate. So making it harder for your teammates to survive too, because you play down the main too. Yeah, you can also
Hmm.
think about it like as a general idea with off angles. If the fight starts, okay, let's phrase it this way. Yeah? If fight is about to start, we don't want to play in card. Yeah, we want to play away from card, typically, because you want to give the enemy a dilemma. It's just they either deal with you on A or somewhere, let's say C in Syria, then it's just as an example, depending on the range. Again, you just gotta adjust. You always gotta adjust and run on the angles. But anyway, they either have to deal with you on one of those positions or they have to deal with card. Yeah, and if they deal
Hmm.
with you, then your card is still maybe can be pushed forward. If they deal with card, then you can have more freedom. Stuff like that. It's just always you hardly because you low mobility. You don't have instant mobility like Thor or maybe Spider-Man or Black Panther. You rely on the setup heavily. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does all of it make sense so far, or
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
questions? Yeah,
Yeah, it's making good sense.
nice. See, this is where you can. I think it's not bad if the push you use your shift, but when you will be sitting in the angle, you just use your shift and. I don't, well, it's maybe not as necessary because she's alone, but yeah, it's. I think you'd rather try to apply pressure towards her if
Okay.
possible. But yeah, anyway, it's okay. Yeah, this guy will try to catch you. Yeah, okay. They failed, it seems. Well. And now this is the time. This is the time where we try to think. Yeah, try to think where to go, open up the sideline. Again, looking at where our team is playing. What do you think? What your next sideline is going to be?
Um, well, I don't think I would know it, but I think just without seeing where the people are, I would try to take by the truck with the health pack.
Hmm.
But since I know where they are
Just,
now, I'd probably try to go for the building that's like to your direct right.
yeah, you talking about this one? Like,
Yes.
just, yeah, exactly. There's definitely better, better opportunities. And eventually you
Mhm.
can, I think, even try to open up this sideline over here.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
there's,
that's what I was thinking, but because I don't think at that time I knew they were up there
yeah, yeah,
necessarily.
yeah, exactly. You have to scout. I think it's, but this is
Yeah.
what those positions allow you. Just setting up at the long range, and
Hmm.
you're able to have better vision. Definitely don't overlook the high ground. Yeah, make sure you have opportunities to set up there. Could be doing that on first point, at this point as well. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add an addition long range and verticality. Sorry, just additional high gun control
Hmm.
if possible. Why not? You just create additional pressure on all those guys. I just kind of feels well, waiting. Okay, when your team is doing fine, they're pushing up, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think especially with if we just skip towards the point where we struggled. So it's been the second
Hmm.
half. Yeah,
Yeah, second half, I think in the middle of it.
yeah. So this is when they started
Second
getting a
point.
lot of kills. Like here, it seems. Yeah. Okay. So we can start with this, and probably if
Hmm.
we look, we can just find some opportunities for you to try to be more just forcing the enemy team to do something if possible. Okay, so this attention, yes. Okay, your team is getting kills there. It's fine. So attention to Magneto because the critical. I think that's okay. And this is where another thing. Yeah, I mentioned gonna talk about that more, but yeah. First off, if your position is fixed, then you're also gonna be able to bounce between the healing and damage output. So the general thing is you will try to, because you need to have the uptime. Yeah, you
Hmm.
ideally want to have two things if you're trying to do damage and healing. You're just seeing your team and also seeing enemy with your position. Yeah, I want to
Hmm.
have both opportunities. But now, because you're limiting yourself, you see like where you are, yeah, you don't have opportunity to shoot the enemy. Yeah, there's no opportunity to maybe
Hmm.
follow up of if anybody is low on the enemy team. Yeah, then
Yeah.
you're just not farming. Well, it's all charge. You're just not supporting your teammates sometimes in the most effective way, yeah, because you have damage output. You can push the enemy back, push them back. Your teammates not taking damage, so you definitely need to consider where am I on the map. So are you able have that off angle, but meanwhile also yeah see the enemy team, see their sidelines. By the way, where could he be right now?
I'd be in the bottom floor of the building to the left,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, exactly. I think this is the choke I will be fighting for. So I think this position is definitely fine. Just see the enemy, or start pushing them, and
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna write it down. So see enemy plus your team, and you will be alright. And balance between the damage and healing. Overall, you can just keep the simple idea in mind. Just trying to do damage until the person is critical. Like anybody, you see them critical, then yes, you can start
Hmm.
healing them more. But if they are not, yeah, if you recognize, well, let's say they took a little bit of damage. Yeah, don't always. I wouldn't advise to always keep them topped off all the time. I don't think it's that good because in terms of
Okay.
numbers, like let's say this guy's missing like 2 HP, but at the same time you could be dealing full damage with a headshot on somebody. It's definitely better to deal full damage with a headshot, yeah. So I would keep
Hmm.
it simple. If they're going critical, then start hitting them. If not, then just keep shooting. And especially in this circumstance where the second support, they also don't have sideline on the enemy, just don't steal ult
Hmm.
charge. Meantime, you will be trying to do damage while they also getting the ult charge with the normal open up the sideline. Well, now it's just Syria. They got the ultimate now, but yeah, in Syria, this is just something you can be thinking about. I just don't, keep those guys topped up. Like, there's no reason. So see that time, just 2 shots. Imagine you would have the open angle there, and you see that
Hmm.
Namor, and you just 2-shot them, and maybe this might mess up their ultimate. They might panic. They might maybe try to use their shift, and they
Hmm.
will stay in defensive ability. Yeah, stuff like that. They just be more active with the damage output too.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of it is definitely the positional stuff.
Yeah, my understanding of positioning before was kind of off. I'd always thought of it like as to try to like have the angle so that you're the safest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
So
now,
I think that's like a different
yeah,
mentality.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Your position, you want to try to be proactive with that, because this way you generating the passive value, more in control of your games. You see, like now we kind of maybe we're saying we rely on your teammates trying to carry this in front choke, yeah. But you see,
Hmm.
your ability of freeze is literally sitting there the entire time, right? But what if I create an opportunity, the enemy goes on me, like that Namor, I just freeze them, and then you won the fight, based of it, yeah. And I also have
Hmm.
great sideline. I think, can you freeze them out of the ultimate animation? Actually, is it possible? I don't know. Actually, do you
Uh,
know that?
for which one?
The Namor, if they ult.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, that. Yeah. So you have the answer. It's just because you have that sideline again, you're able to do that. But now there's no opportunity, right? There's just
Hmm.
not possible for you. Just take the sideline, and later you will have that. But now it's more reactionary. You're trying to keep everybody topped off, which is okay. Yeah, with the critical, sure. But before. We could also be doing something else.
Yeah, well, I was doing critical there just because like in my brain, I usually try to save my shift for if there's either like a flyer who's harassing me or there is a like uh big group of like people all clumped up, then I like to do that because it'll go through so I can do both damage and healing.
Right. But
So
remember
I think
the
that's what I was probably thinking there.
yeah, but remember the most important thing about your shift. It gives you healing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
does it? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it does. Let me see the numbers. Actually, I can just open up because this is exactly what I mean. You have the self-sustained tools, yeah, and this is the most important.
Hmm.
Group big group of people, sure, but I think most of it about your shift, just treat it again as your defensive stuff and your right click as well. It's just
Hmm.
shift is more of a defensive where you lose HP then you use it, and right click is more where anybody's really aggressive with the cooldown, whatever important stuff you're trying to just freeze. You saw
Okay.
with them, to be honest. Okay, let me see
Hmm.
the numbers. Okay, more rivals. I will open up. Okay, so this is Rocket. Okay, we don't need Rocket. I think we need Luna Snow. Okay, just will. Okay, will take me maybe 1 second to load the page, and we should be good. Okay, here we go. List of all heroes and Luna Snow. Okay, so first off, your shift. Yeah, so shift is a single cast. Yeah, so damage 50 per round, healing 75 per round, duration, and you are. So how much it is? I'm just curious here. Is it different? Is it any different? The healing is definitely 75. Okay, but is it for you or for everybody else? Okay, so cooldown, fire rate. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so it's a damaging enemies or healing your lives while restoring your own health. I assume it should be around the same number. Yeah, let's say
Okay.
75. But we you could do some testing. Yeah. Anyway, she regenerates health,
Hmm.
so this is important. I could check. I could check with the exact numbers, but this is still, yeah, this is still important. And your right click is just purely trying to just cast it on anybody who's the most aggressive, freeze them, and you'll be all right. It also deals damage too, actually.
Hmm.
So this is important to keep in mind. But yeah, honestly, a lot of your just normal attack, just normal healing, I think, is gonna be done through just primary fire. Yeah, the shift is self-sustained, one of the greatest self-sustained tool. Okay,
Hmm.
the fire rate. So it's like your fire rate is if you're trying to do normal attack, it's half a second. In just half a second, you can do. So what it says, like 0.5 seconds for 3 shots. Okay, so because you got, yeah, so you got 3, healing is 20, and damage is 20, but with damage you also got the critical numbers. Yeah, you hit the head. So the healing is like 60 per half a second or so. Yeah, so it's actually
Hmm.
better to just heal with your primary fire a lot of times instead of the ice arts, your shift. Well, it's definitely, if this really big group of people, I think you will get value, but uh, uh,
Yeah.
well, it's not the most convenient. Well, the maps are really open. I don't think you get that as much. Yeah. Okay. So this is where they start taking space. Okay, good attention. Yeah, good attention, the active angle. But see, you notice that downtime there, though? Like, what if you're also able to shoot something just general direction, yeah? Well,
Hmm.
maybe this is not the most comfortable position to have, just in terms of applying pressure. At least I'm thinking about searching, yeah? Searching
Hmm.
just what I'm able to pressure, and now you kind of don't have the best sideline to do so. And see, this is what pressures your teammate eventually. This guy over there, he's gonna be in a position. Let me see. There's a frontline position, the Moon Knight, and later there's Jeff and even Groot. Yeah, trying. Did they wait? Did they mess up their wall or
Yeah, he
what
was trying to
happened?
do a wall, I think.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
But like this is the best example, but here I do remember this game pretty well actually now that I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Our Magneto was crashing out on the Psylocke for
Oh.
like so he was kind of getting mad, so he kept feeding, I think.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's the usual
Now that I remember this, yeah.
competitive experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Psylocke's holding okay position. We've been holding the position. You've been supporting them too. I definitely need more drag support with the damage output though. It
Hmm.
feels and get eaten. This is what happens if you stay in the main, but
Yeah,
but yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's I see. You also, if you're in this position, what do you have to do right now? What's your first priority?
yeah. I mean, I would say my first priority is probably stay alive, but
Stay alive. How? What do you gotta do?
I would probably go to the health pack to the left.
Yeah, go to Housepack and use your skating. Yeah, like just
Hmm.
don't worry about this guy right now. Just first off, worry about you. Run towards the HP pack. Do the skating. You might even keep playing here later. To be honest, with the
Hmm.
just all the information given. Yeah, your team is pushing up, so it's fine. Just take out the squids now. You almost die. You could have died to the squids. To be honest,
Yeah,
it's just so much damage. If the Namor targets you once, I think you're gonna die.
yeah. Hmm.
Also have the big amount of damage with the headshot there, yeah? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. You see the problem with this, yeah? What's gonna happen
Yeah,
to
well
you
here
guys?
I was so like this is again bad example, but for this game itself, I was super paranoid about C9ing.
Alright. Well, the
Because I
point is
played
really
with
far, to be honest, but yeah.
yeah, but I played with uh I think it was the Jeff last game and he C9'd. So I just like I didn't want it to happen again because it was in my memory.
Alright. So what are we gonna
But
do to make sure this is
normally,
not happening while taking an angle? What are you gonna keep an eye
yeah,
on?
normally I would probably there's the building to the right on the stairs,
Yeah. Yeah.
or there's
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
but also there's the place like right to your left where the group was trying to jump up last fight.
Oh, you're talking about this high gun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, but the information given, yeah, at the start, you need to do slightly more pressure. So just use this position. You can even go
Hmm.
deeper. Just poke them out. Run away later. Use this. Yeah, there's big downtime right now. Yeah, you could be farming the
Hmm.
ult charge this entire time. Maybe get out, peek out something earlier. You're more of a low mid-range character, so you need to take advantage of the early poke. So see, like what those guys are doing. You could be getting that root right away there.
Hmm.
And yes, sure, C90, but you just look around, look around, and
Hmm.
also look at the meters count there. Also, there's, I
Yeah.
think, if you have the sound enabled, there's like music enabled. I think if the point is really close, then there's like a ticking sound, if I'm not mistaken. So you hear it, and like there's the sound. Yeah, there's like sound different sound animation 100%
Hmm.
when you're in, so you can pay attention to that too. But mostly just look at the meter count. Like this is the helper. Like that's why we have this visual information. All of this allows you. There's kill feed on top right. Also you have tab, and there's also this thing there. But yeah.
Hmm.
This guy got frozen. Well, what happened? The freeze is insane at this range. It's just
Yeah, I don't know why that hit, but
yeah,
it doesn't look like it hit at all. But here I pinged and was hoping someone was near. I saw
yeah,
no one was, so I just tried to finish.
yeah. It's alright. Really good paying attention to this angles though, but do it from the. You could be at a more valuable position at the start, right?
Yeah.
I see this is what angles do to your team. All the attention gets pulled. Now your front line will get pressured more, and that's how they
Hmm.
can take more space. And it's just because one angle there. See, like this guy is actually literally chasing all the way there now. Well, they got a kill, but this right now might allow the rest of the enemy to take more space. I see that Rocket
Hmm.
Raccoon and it's just maybe somebody else might just take that top over here and that high gun here. Yeah, so it's just if you pay attention to it, the higher you're gonna go, what rank, the more important the angle control is gonna be. You just need to make sure you deal with that first. Right, so we ulting, yeah, that's okay, staying alive here, and again, early poke, yeah, early positions where I'm gonna be, not staying down main, yeah, just go maybe top right or something, yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Let's see, why you guys gonna struggle? So this is when, yeah. Yeah, it seems like the same thing, yeah. Again, we just don't want to stay there. It's just asking for these guys to hit you randomly with something
Hmm.
because you're playing objective. The objective, especially the plays behind your tank. It's really bad to be behind your tank most of the time because the tanks are designed to absorb the pressure in the hero shooter games, and because those are designed to absorb the pressure goes to them. So if you stay near them, there's a high chance for you to just die from all that pressure.
Hmm.
So you just want to be somewhere else, somewhere different position. You still can support the same area. Yes, keep in mind your tank is active, you can go, but you don't have to be behind the tank a lot of times. Yeah. That's why you die there. You just get randomly damaged by a lot of things because you play with your Magneto. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm thinking we kind of have the same stuff, so just most positional. Yeah, the damage
Hmm.
output, sure, resources can help you to stay the position. We could try to do a game if you want. Just try to apply some of the stuff if you don't mind, or yeah,
Sure.
you fine with that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's try this out then. If you're okay, if you're warmed up, we can do competitive as well.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. Just make sure to screen share and we're
Hmm.
good to go. Yeah, so mostly what we just want is more proactive positioning from you. Yeah, we
Hmm.
try to open up the angles, make sure the attention is going towards you, and later you'll act. You can actually
Hmm.
play Lunar Snow if you want. It's fine. Just keep in
Yeah.
mind your freeze, your shift. Use it for yourself. First of all, just force the enemy to do something.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the ban phase. What are they gonna ban? Wolverine, Storm, Namor? The usual.
Yeah. People in this rank really like to ban Hulk still.
Oh yeah, the Hulk.
So
That's true.
see what they want to do. Oh, well,
Okay, here we go. Double Wolverine ban.
yeah. I assume they don't want to do Namor, which is interesting. Hello.
Yeah, I think if
Alright.
there's a solid player, yeah, I would ban Namor if they play.
That's, yeah, normally that's what I think, but I'm just gonna do it. Maybe he's trying to target ban someone or something.
Yeah. Well, you as soon as know, I don't think you have. Well, the things you might struggle is just diverse sometimes, but to be honest, I have a lot of answers as well. It was what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Seal freeze and a lot of poke capability. The ban Punisher, interesting. Okay. Mostly your attention is gonna be on I think your front line, but yeah, you still do the sharp sideline. Yeah, long range, verticality if
Mm-hmm.
possible. First of all, off angle. Yeah, off angle,
Mm-hmm.
go somewhere. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And normally I would put my snowflake on the diver or like
The
Thor maybe.
idea, yeah, the diver is okay in general, but don't just fully go towards just place it on how well. There's no just one location. Like let's phrase it this way,
Yeah.
because E is flexible. Just place it on the most active person at the time, and the diver is gonna be usually the most active. So it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be your Thor, Salak, maybe Jeff, and yeah, I think it's just depending on who is going aggressive.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
like if I see someone dive in, throw the snowflake on him.
Yeah. You can kind of anticipate as well. Yeah, before just watch what they do as well, and
Sounds
then
good.
make sure you place the. Okay, first off, seeing the active position. Okay, so it's always like because you're trying to open up sideline. See your team is in the main. Try to
Mm-hmm.
open up left. So like try to south to go there later. Just instantly, so you're able to do pressure and then damage. I mean heal your team. Yeah. So see from here, like it's fine to well, okay. We just got a little bit late there, but yeah, you gotta take the position right away. That's what we want, and make sure you always yeah. It's okay. You can reset. And if this guy goes, so see this is what this guy do, yeah? He goes on you, prepare your freeze. Prepare your freeze, freeze him, and later you will kill
Mm-hmm.
him. Yep, this is what I want you to try out. Mm-hmm. Okay, just try to repeat. If possible, try to take the position first. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, try to do that, force this guy to go. Yeah, like this guy goes, okay, I can freeze, and keep the front line alive meanwhile. Yeah, this looks good, okay. And then later you can move up depending on situation. Okay, watch who's aggressive. Yeah. That's okay. Mm-hmm. They might have better ult economy for now, but yeah, you still try to break through. You watch the opportunities for you to also apply the pressure. Yeah, remember? It's like this is exactly the time you could be applying. Yeah, it's just that, and there's no critical member. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So now this is the time to turn around the fight because they had better ult economy. Yeah, you have
Mm-hmm.
your ultimates now. This is the third fight. You can take it more confidently, but do it again from the angle, freeze, and later
Okay.
if some enemy will do something active, you can use the ultimate to just
Mm-hmm.
help your teammates push. Yeah, it's okay. Like see that guy. Yeah, this is something you want to expect. Yeah, like exactly. This is how you can just carry. Make sure you deal with them or stuff. Yeah, the attention is okay. Yeah, okay. Sure, if the critical, put attention on them. It's fine. Now it's time to open up. It's time to okay, never mind. Good. That also works. Sure. Yeah, if your teammates are using the ultimates, you can ignore the setup. But
That
if
was
not,
the
just
best
go on
fucking
the
game
angle
of my
first.
fucking day. I gotta go change my pants. Thank
Yeah,
you.
what do you?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
I want you to set.
Sorry,
I want you
my
to
games
set
are
up
really loud
next.
for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's okay. That's okay.
Alright, say one more time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. yeah. I want you to try to set up first if possible. See the next time. Just
Sure.
when you're gonna be pushing the so don't stand cart, but kind of go forward, take space. Yeah, your cart is moving now, so you can move forward. Mm-hmm. it's fine. Find a ways. Like where do you open up the sidelines?
Yeah, I don't know this map very well. I've only played it like probably 5 times.
Yeah.
Wh- Oh, I got
Mostly
it's weird.
their stalwart. Yeah, they will try to go after you because their flanker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
This is
I
the
think
flank
that
route.
wall is weird.
Yeah.
I saw through it, and so I thought I had insight.
That's okay. Yeah, start with pressure. That's fine. Be careful about this. They have pressure too. Can get healed. Yeah. You can actually rotate on different side of the map. Oh, but yeah. Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Is it under social?
It's should be on audio. If it's you talking about the
Audio?
chat, yeah,
Yeah,
audio.
in-game voice is
Yeah.
really loud for some reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And be ready to prepare the freeze on anyone who is active all the time, yeah. Hey, big advantage on the map now. We got 2 picks, so we can move up, take space. It's fine. And find your next position with... Okay, oh, I didn't
Yeah, I was
hear...
trying to get.
Okay,
I
oh,
didn't hear
what
that
is that
either. I was trying to get
crosshair?
up where the right is, but
Yeah, it's alright.
I think it's at max. But
That's okay, that's okay. Well, there's a voice chat volume, like the in-game. Maybe if it's loud, you can...
in-game is fine, but the voice chat's really loud for some reason.
Oh, okay. You can just disable the voice chat if you want.
Yeah, I might.
I want you to try to find a way to also use a ultimate once there's the opportunity. Just help your teammates pushing and just
Yeah,
make
I
sure.
was trying to go for the Starlord ult, but I didn't hear it that one time. So
Yeah, that's alright. That's
like
alright.
normally, like I try to counter ult.
Yeah, that's good. I think your ultimate is good at saving, but
Mhm.
you can also actually use it aggressively too if necessary, like that. Yeah, I could. You have the opportunity. Like someone's low, I push in aggressively based on the value. Yeah, just because they invest a lot. Okay, I invest my ultimate. I just help my teammates to
The
push.
stairs are here. Yeah.
Yeah, try this out, and you will try to move deeper because you will take space on under the bridge, I think. But yeah, just try to find a way to poke out early. Yeah, remember you have the skating ability. Careful, a little bit open there. But yeah, this left
Yeah, I
side,
was trying to get back.
yeah, the left side might work. It's just you need to play closer to cover there. You've been a little bit
Okay.
open to too many
Yeah,
sidelines there.
I'm not super familiar with the map. I thought there's like a drop to get down to the health
Ah,
pack there.
yeah, yeah. That's okay. You'll get used to it. It's just the more you play, the
Mhm.
easier it's gonna be.
Yeah, I've unfortunately not had so much time like this week and last week to play,
That's all good.
so I'm not super familiar with all the maps yet.
Yeah,
The new map, I should say.
that's okay. That's all good.
Loki lamp, yeah, GG. So fucked.
All right, I heard that one, but
Oh, we got a Star-Lord. Just make sure you guys kind of stabilize there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if you want, you can disable the chat. There's no problem. Yeah, can do that as well. Oh, the voice chat is really loud.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't do as much damage.
Yeah, that's
But
alright. You can, and see, you will be more intentional. There's a lot about your awareness, game sense. It's just because you know a certain character exists. Remember the Star-Lord going to you multiple times, right?
mhm.
If you're just aware of that, then you're able to hit your freeze on them. It's not just you need the best reaction in the world to be able to do that. It's just anticipation. Because you're gonna
Yeah.
take those angles that will go on you. So your freeze ability is gonna be more frequent.
Okay.
Just try to do the same. Find the
How did
value.
I turned it off? Why am I still hearing it?
I think it's maybe you turn it off. It's yours, or like you can just turn off the voice chat completely. There's also setting for that, I
Oh,
think,
I
on
was
the
turning the wrong thing down.
yeah. Like this is
That
my
was it.
yeah.
Okay.
For example, see here, you might even start with this just up position right away. Just do early poke
Sure.
and then rotate. Yeah, it's okay, I think. Yeah, just put up early pressure. You also have that Groot. Be able to see them. This
Hmm.
is okay, long range off angle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And make sure you're able to rotate later. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the map is rebuilding, so you
I
actually
do not know the map.
yeah.
That's my
So
bad.
so the way it rebuilds, there's gonna be staircase which you can
Okay.
take to go above, but it didn't rebuild fully right now.
Okay.
And just initially, it's kind of just the place you don't want to go forward towards right away, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so see, there's staircase now, and you can hold this. Yeah, balcony. This is not bad. Watch the most. Yeah, the most aggressive. Move an angle. Yeah. That's looking good. Nice. I like it. Yeah, this is a good position. Guys might be forced out a little, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's alright though. And what matters to us is just you constantly doing those
Hmm.
small things and see how much attention you divert as well. This guy was chasing you the entire time, and
Hmm.
it buys you team time. All right, his positions on top are really good if you're trying to control the point. Yeah, just keep
Hmm.
rotating on the angles. Okay, this guy didn't go again. He just died on the front line. Okay, move on the angle. Make sure. Yeah, this is not good. If you go
Hmm.
right side, just keep rotating the angle. Like
Yeah,
don't
I
don't
keep
go back to
forgetting.
main. Hmm.
Even though I go up there, I keep forgetting that I can go back
Yeah,
without dropping.
just putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. If you have ultimate, sure you can try to
Hmm.
go up there with that, but other than that, there's no reason. Yeah, this is a good position. You have good overview. Just see how you use cover from there, and who might push you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, make sure you have yeah. If there's a good reason to drop, then yes. If they're critical, sure. Looks decent. You can freeze that, by the way. Yeah, okay, close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Position first. Okay. Yeah. There's no other thing to do. You guys have to touch the cards soon, right? So keep that in
Hmm.
mind. Well, that's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Definitely, the map is new, so I think a lot of it is
Yeah.
about that. It's
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it,
that's
unfortunately.
alright. That's alright. That's alright. The more you play these, it's gonna be, to be honest.
Hmm.
It's all good. Well, we have time. We could actually try to do one more, and then I will
Sure.
summarize everything. Yeah, we could just try to do the same. I want you to try the next game. Try to press stab a little bit more and just check what kind of sweats might push you, and be ready to freeze them when you're on the angle. Just try to anticipate whom that might be at the target priority.
Hmm.
Helps you. Like for example, there you see that squirrel girl. You could have expected that, so you'll not mess up the freeze, so it's not reactionary, yeah. Or like
Yeah.
there's a I don't know, maybe thing is gonna go on you. Okay, I can also just play around that too. You want to try to press stop before every fight, and just
Okay.
check the information.
Just save this switch. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. And also press it in the middle of the fight, just kind of have an overview information. But
Hmm.
yeah, alright. Let's see. Everyone hates Wolverine, yeah. Okay. Got Namor in your team. Well,
Oh, the double ban again.
yeah, double ban is the usual.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I just ban. I also request ban Bucky if I get play because I think he's really good.
Yeah.
Interesting ban. Okay. Well, this map is one of the earliest, so
Yeah, I know this one relatively
you
well.
should be okay with that. Yeah. Quite a lot we can do. Just try to track their sweats and be ready to freeze when you're moving on the angle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Though a lot of people don't use the high guns there, so you can be one of the guys. Uh, Potential flank route. Some people come all the way left, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just try to freeze that. The right side can also be one of those characters like Magic. Maybe there's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be, I don't know, even Star Lord. Yeah, check this out. Early pressure. Don't forget the uptime. You need to open up. Yeah, you need to see the enemies. So yeah, open up from the right. Yeah, this is where you could be. The uptime always, and then later we put up the healing once they need it. Just anybody who goes critical. Yeah, like that Magneto. Okay. See, with their comp, who do you expect to take angles on you? You see, like, this is... Okay, this is a
Yeah.
little bit unlucky, actually. The way it bounced. Alright, but what do you see? Who might take any angles on their team? Who do you need to be aware of, most likely?
Namor, Squirrel Girl, then getting dived by Venom.
Venom, yeah. Yeah, we'll try to freeze them, 100%. So we'll be ready, you kind of mentally prepare yourself. Yeah, the Venom is still in the game, yeah? Maybe Squirrel Girl, she's out, okay? So be ready to freeze when they dive. The Venom is probably will look for the dive in a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, they kind of just walk in. Mm, mm-hmm. You can always notice, maybe if they do notable damage, just maybe be really, they going in really active. You can
Mm-hmm.
also use the freeze slightly early. They don't necessarily have to dive you. Yeah, you just even your teammates if they're under pressure, you can also like that Groot. Yeah, exactly. That was good freeze. That was good freeze. Um,
Should
that
I have played more back a little bit then?
uh
Just because of like where I died with Namor, like
y-
maybe in the little like sewer area.
yeah, you just need to make sure you deal with one angle at a time, ideally, so you're not
Okay.
just as exposed. You've been exposed to two angles there, so it's just a little bit tough. That's okay though. Or just get in habit of get in habit of taking angles. So see, like now, what your angle is gonna be, and later you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna prepare to freeze. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. But you always have to do it before the fight. You check like this. Yeah, this is better. This is better, and you will try to keep this your team alive. Meanwhile, yeah. The enemy have a lot of ultimates though, so you have to. You will probably will not be able to do much, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's alright. Is now this is the time, yeah? Because they've been what?
Mm-hmm.
They won couple points, well, couple fights in a row, 3 fights, and now. But you got your ultimates now. You can turn the tempo around. So just watch the find the time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you basically see you're trying to save most of your teammates there. Maybe even using your ult like more aggressively. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to get the tempo. To be honest. I like this position. Yeah, it gets you good overview. Mm-hmm. The Venom do win. Yeah, don't forget about the freeze. Yeah, nice. Okay. Good, good, good.
I think we double ulted.
That's alright. You be ready to position after? Yeah, so, yeah, almost arrived. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of poke damage in here. You kind
I
of
thought
move
the
into.
broke or the building was broken,
Yeah,
but
yeah. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Just watch them diving. If they're going in for active pressure, be ready to freeze. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make sure you play away from objective. Not too close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You still open up the sideline. Heal the most active person on your team. Yeah. Yeah, this guy don't win, can freeze, and you can. Yeah. All right. This is all right. Yeah. If you need, you can take more space on the map later. Yeah.
mhm.
Let's
Where's
have.
that go?
Yeah, you just need to find the sideline where you see enemy. Yeah. So early pressure. This is good. Deny the squids, get someone else, and later you also support the rest of your team there. You have the fall off over here, so watch out for that. But yeah, yeah. There's
Oh, I
Groot
thought thinking the
ult. Yeah, but at least we're not
freeze.
in the Groot ultimate, so it's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm still. I just got a new mouse recently, and
Hmm?
it's I know it sounds like excuse, but it's very sensitive switches. I'm still
Oh, but
bringing me a little bit.
this is all right. To be honest, you also need to get used to the mouse and keyboard too. It
Yeah.
takes time. Yeah, if you have
Well,
the new
it's the
stuff.
same as the old one shape wise,
Hmm.
but it's just the other one died, and the updated version has like a newer switch,
Oh,
which is more reactive.
hmm. What kind of mouse you have right now?
Zowie FK2.
Okay, yeah, those are
I was
good.
using the wired one, and now I'm using the wireless one.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. That's okay. So you might notice as well. Maybe it just takes time. Maybe not all of this. I'd say definitely don't expect to do everything at once. Like be perfect
Yeah.
at all the concepts. It's just those games is kind of to give you an idea of how you practice, what you can look for, and later you just keep practicing the habits, you keep polishing, and you're
Hmm.
gonna get more wins based of that.
Okay.
Eventually, you just building the skills. Yeah, because some
Sounds good.
people they just think, well, okay, if I'm not winning, then yeah, it's like not good with it. Yeah, obviously, well, it's not. You definitely want to win more later, but first off, if we're
Yeah. Yeah.
focusing on the skills, then later you can get those wins, not just by
No, for sure.
you know, especially the rank we're at. We're really just around the GM right now, and
Yeah.
it's not as simple. Sometimes you might even drop some ranks when implementing the ideas.
Hmm.
Be just a
Yeah.
little.
I don't care too much about like dropping ranks, which is fine. Like to me, it just ranked is more enjoyable than quick play because the game plays how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah,
So to
makes
me, that's
sense.
like I like the dopamine of going up a rank though, but I
Yeah,
don't care if I like lose a lot.
yeah, that's good. That's good mentality to have. Yeah. Right. So find a way, see opportunities to open up the
Yeah, I'm
site
gonna try
and
to
mm,
get on here,
you can try. It's
but
just I think I find this kind of short sideline on the choke. Unless you're fighting really close to spawn.
okay.
If you're fighting close, then right side is okay. If you going deeper, I think the left side slightly better. Maybe the bridge because the turn goes right. But yeah, definitely find opportunities for you. Just move, take space. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is better. So we instantly rotate towards the better sideline. You have the uptime this way. Yeah, I'm applying pressure while healing the rest of my team. This first
Yeah, so I'm
choke,
sitting on.
yeah, this first point might seem a little bit narrow, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice, looks okay. Okay, and keep moving on the angles. Keep attention. Okay. Alright, you guys should be winning. There's quite a lot there. You're pushing up, taking space, you open up the right side. Remember, you have your shift, so it can help you to stay alive if you're getting pushed.
I have no idea how I took
Yeah,
0 damage
you
from
get
that.
it. Yeah, well,
But
I think it's because you jumped on the cart or something, or I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I like it wouldn't have killed me, but I definitely should have taken some damage.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay. Now from here, guys, gotta reset. So make sure, yeah, run away fast, and then you
Mm-hmm.
guys can try to take space. Mm-hmm. That's alright. They're using couple ultimates, so you usually try to give up the space, and later you can do something based of that. So don't forget you can destroy the squirrel girl thing, so
Mm-hmm.
it's okay if you find the time, just shoot that, really. It's kind of similar to Junk Retire in Overwatch. Okay, okay, yeah. Find a way to open up the sideline later. Mm-hmm. Uh, be low there, so either take HP back or don't forget your shift heals you too. Yeah. This can look okay. Yeah, like this. If you're fighting for this area there, yeah, this can work. Nice. Okay, okay. Find a way to open up the sideline later. Yeah, well, looks alright. Should be okay. Your teammates will try to push forward. This will have you, will give you overview. Get to destroy this too, if you can. Mm-hmm. It's alright. Nice, good, good, good. Stay away from objective 2. Maybe winnable? Oh, maybe not. Oh. It's okay. That's alright. That's alright. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
it's just most of it. It's gonna take time to
Yeah,
build
yeah.
the habits, but there have been a lot of good times. So you taking the top positions. So you using the skating more. It's definitely good direction to take. Make sure you
Mm-hmm.
do that. There's quite a lot you need to do with anticipation, though. Yeah, just be ready. It's more about your decisions, awareness. You're ready for certain things to happen, and then you can shut down the enemy with your abilities, with your cooldowns, stuff like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna take the time, but yeah. And also, just with all of this, you really might, maybe it's gonna take a, you practice something. You can always start
Mm-hmm.
with being slow and good first, and later you can build up the speed. You will take those angles faster. Yeah, just go there right away. That's where you want to get to. Yeah, so you're not just kind of wait. Yeah, remember the Central Park. You went in. You're like, okay, where do I go next? Yeah, so the
Yeah, yeah.
next time you will be faster. You know your team will be fighting for the main choke. Okay, then I go left side. You have the great overview on my team. Meantime, I can shoot the enemy, and then the start goes on me. I also freeze them. All of this together is just allows
Mm-hmm.
you to control space better, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We let's see. Yeah, do you have any questions about those latest
No, I
the
think it's
games
just
you played?
gonna be practice.
Yeah. Okay. So you can try to do that, and just to add something in addition, what's your warm-up routine right now?
Currently, I have a hand stretching routine that I got from my doctor a few years ago when I had
Mhm.
carpal tunnel. I do that, and then I usually just do like some uh like target flicking between practice targets. I used to do Kovacs, but it's not working right now for me for whatever reason.
So you've been usually doing the aim trainers.
Yeah, I haven't warmed up yet today though, but yeah, it's
Mhm,
usually in that I'm usually doing like 1 wall 5 targets or 1 wall 3 targets. I'll do UFO strafe,
mhm.
close strafe invincible, um, and another target switching, but I don't remember what it is
I see. I
called.
see. That's all right. How much time you usually spend before the game session in there?
Mm, 15, 20 minutes
Yeah, I think it's good.
of like
Yeah,
Kovacs, and then like it's like five
yeah,
to 10 minutes of stretching.
yeah. I think it's good. I think it's good. Maybe the only thing to consider that I always tell that to the players overall, if you're just able to put yourself in the situations where you're under pressure a little bit more, that can also help you with all the aiming and such, because
Hmm.
a lot of your aim is not just hitting the shots, it's also just getting used to the enemies hitting you and making sure your aim is reliable at those times. So you might just also consider maybe add
Hmm.
additional, either do much, or some of the students they told me they like conquest mod as well, but do much I think is the better one, because you
Okay.
can take more frequent duels usually. So you
Hmm.
just click the practice range and there's gonna be Doom match near it.
Okay.
It's okay as well. Maybe see if that's gonna work out slightly better as well. I think it's a great help usually.
Sounds good.
And I'm thinking, yeah, the warm up routine you just described, I think it's alright. Okay, let's maybe look at the notes first of what we got, and then we can think about what we can do next. With you, well, we got quite a lot of things. Let's
Hmm.
summarize what we got. You tell me what are the main ideas we need to work on.
Positioning uh, is the obvious main one. I would say mostly just like looking for proactive, aggressive-ish like off angles,
Hmm.
making sure to play high ground more. Uh, learning the new map. Uh, I guess using resources properly and efficiently, especially
Hmm.
my freeze.
Hmm.
Um,
So how
I don't
how
know.
how do you use your resources efficiently? What is that about?
Uh, like not holding on to things, and like if for instance, if I can bait out a dive using
Hmm.
my freeze, or if I see someone out of position, use the freeze, things like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot, to be honest. Just you tracking, yeah, just making sure you press the tab, you check. Okay, this
Yeah.
character probably gonna flank me. You will be ready. You'll point the attention towards them, and then you will freeze them.
Hmm.
And maybe you prepare the shift as well. It's just be able to stay alive. Because a lot of times it's okay for you to take damage as support too. It's not a bad thing. It's just
Hmm.
maybe you take damage, but you forced some of the cooldowns and stayed alive. Meanwhile, you just traded with one shift for multiple cooldowns. It's definitely an okay thing. Like there's
Hmm.
Stalwart. Remember, you stayed at a position. Stalwart goes uses his ability. Okay, now he's
Yeah.
really stationary. You can freeze him and kill him. Yeah, potentially.
Hmm.
So it's just one of the things. And your positions, well, off angles with a long range distance, verticality if possible. Yeah, um, definitely take the time to work on that. It just might seem that it takes maybe a lot of time sometimes. Maybe yeah, just a rotation, not getting there
Hmm.
right away. But yeah, it's the more practice these it's gonna be with all the maps. Yeah, obviously the
Yeah.
more you
Yeah.
play, the more familiar that this is gonna be as well. So all of that makes sense. And damage healing, yeah, I would definitely see. Find opportunities damage first, healing second.
Hmm.
When there's more critical numbers, they kind of maybe lose their 30-40% HP, you start healing them, that's okay.
Okay.
But before that, find a way to put the pressure more consistent with the headshot damage and just push the enemy away this way. and your teammates will not take damage. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the thing. Yes, the thing is, there's a lot of sustain in this game, but at the same time, you do more damage than healing, and this is
Hmm.
how it is about those games. The damage output is always high. Like you in Siri can do 100 damage versus 75 healing if you hit the critical shots. Yes. Oh wait. No, it's not. Not looking at the right number. Yeah, like a normal fire. Yeah, so it's actually 120 damage. Wait, is it that much? Yeah, follow begins at 20 meters, so this is something to keep in mind though. But yeah, critical hit. Yeah, critical hit is like this is a lot of damage to be honest. Yeah, and you just the damage output is always higher. You keep that in mind and
Hmm.
move based of that. Yeah, I think mechanics. Yeah, I think it's fine. With what we've been doing, good awareness on just who to support as well. Yeah. With you notice the people, I think your E placement, I think was right for the most part. Yeah, and just attention was healing, supporting. I just say, yeah, support awareness was healing is great. Okay, and then what I would do next? Okay, well, first off, do you have any questions about what we talked about today? Maybe anything you want to ask, or everything's been
Nope,
clear?
not right now.
Okay, then I think